for your testimony and succinctness. Let's go to Ms. Oluni.
Hi. Good afternoon, Senators. My name is Hana Oluni. I am a junior at Richard Montgomery High School in Montgomery County, Maryland, and one of 12 members of the Period Organization's International Youth Advisory Council. This is now my third year in a row showing up in support of this bill, and after 2 years of frustration of a lack of progress on this issue at the state level, I finally took it to my local MCPS Board of Education to introduce an almost identical resolution to the bill in front of this committee today, which passed with a unanimous vote. It is pretty ridiculous that we are still debating this issue going on 3 years today in the year 2021. Menstrual hygiene, as deemed by the UN, is a human right. And right now, it's a pretty darn expensive one. According to a study by Period, 1 in 5 menstruating teenagers in the US struggles to afford menstrual products or is unable to purchase them at all. So it only follows logically that when menstruating students don't have access to pads or tampons, we are going to miss class. Put simply, the issue of inaccess to menstrual hygiene products in schools is a clear issue of unequal access to education. And there's no better or more important time to proactively address this issue than today, when the economic impacts of the COVID-19 pandemic have put hardships on families and students across the state, making an already inaccessible resource even more difficult to obtain. And it's not an impossible task either. In addition to my own county that I pushed to adopt this initiative, California, New York, Illinois, and New Hampshire are just some of the states that have already enacted legislation similar to Senate Bill 427. The success of these states and the unanimous, unquestionable, and undying demand from our menstruating students across Maryland prove that this bill has serious potential to relieve inequities in our educational system. Education is a direct investment in our children and in the future of the state, and it is imperative that we ensure that all students, regardless of their biology, can access it equally. The truth is that right now, there are barriers and paywalls standing in between students who menstruate and their educational success, especially in the wake of this pandemic. The solution is right here in front of us right now, and there is absolutely no reason that this bill should not be deemed favorable. Thank you.
Thank you, Ms. Oluni. And clearly, you must be very successful in school given your articulate presentation and clear thinking. Let's move on to Alondra Labastida